It's Pony, playing that for all my pony lovers out there, for everybody competing at the Royal Welsh. Last week, especially the Welsh Cob Stallion class. Yeah, good. Now then, stay there for Joe Wiley. You've been magnificent as always. 4 o'clock tomorrow. Please, can we do it all again?
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds. And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 7 o'clock. This is Mike Powell. The former SNP MP, Margaret Ferrier, who was suspended from the Commons for breaking COVID lockdown rules, has lost her seat in Parliament. Almost 12,000 voters in her constituency of Rutherglen and Hamilton West signed a recall petition which exceeded the 10% threshold needed. A by-election will now take place. Philip Sim is a political correspondent for BBC Scotland.
There will be a writ issued at Westminster to set a date for the by-election. That'll likely be after the summer recess. We're expecting it sometime in the autumn. In terms of who will be standing, we know Labour and the SNP have been campaigning for months already. You know, they saw this coming. They've selected candidates. Keir Starmer's already been up a couple of times. Humza Yousaf, the new SNP leader and First Minister, he's been out there too. And it is obviously a key test for both of them, potential ramifications for the general election when it comes.
England have booked their place in the last 16 of the Women's Football World Cup after they thrashed China 6-1. The Lionesses ended as group winners and will now face Nigeria on Monday morning. The forward, Lauren James, scored 2 of the goals. She was asked what she thought of the game.
Eventful. I thought, just happy to obviously get on the score sheet, and most importantly, the team won. And with everyone getting 6 goals, it just shows the talent we have in the squad, and hopefully we can take that into the next round.
Figures from the Met Office show this July was the wettest on record in Northern Ireland. Across the UK, last month was the 6th wettest. The organisation says a succession of low-pressure systems brought long periods of damp and windy weather, which was a sharp contrast to July last year, when there were heat waves. Uber has posted its first ever quarterly operating profit since launching in 2009. The ride-hailing app says trips have risen by more than a fifth in the past year. Our business correspondent in New York, Michelle Fleury, says it's a significant milestone.
They've just seen more riders taking Ubers and more drivers, because that was a big thing we were all talking about a year ago. The fact that there were longer waits, there were higher prices because there weren't enough drivers. Now that problem seems to have been solved, and not only solved, but they've said they've seen ridership increase to levels even greater than before the pandemic.
NASA says it's re-established contact with a probe that's been floating in space for 46 years. The space agency said it briefly lost communication because it mistakenly sent the Voyager 2 craft the wrong command. The first of 2 supermoons this month will appear across the UK tonight. What's known as the Sturgeon moon will be around 25,000 miles closer than normal and will be bigger and brighter. When, unusually, the phenomenon happens again at the end of August, it will be called a blue moon. So, will we see it? The best place, according to the weather forecast, will be northern Scotland, where it'll stay dry. But showers will move northeastwards across the UK, heavy and thundery in places. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 7.
Oh no! Hey everyone, you're listening to Joe on BBC Radio 2.
Joe Wiley.
Joe Wiley. Joe Wiley. Joe Wiley.
Queen of cool.
The Shiny Happy Playlist. There's big tunes.
The Shiny Happy Playlist.
Oh, did I mention big tunes?
With Joe Wiley.
And the odd big tune.
Oh no, I have the family on supermoon alert. It's not looking good by the sound of Mike's report there. But thank you, Mike, and thank you, Sarah, and hi, welcome everybody to the show tonight. I'm here. Obviously, we're going to kick things off with a shiny. So if you would like a mention tonight, tell me all about yourself, your evening, maybe how your day has gone as well, all those kind of details. And if you would like a mention for someone else out there that would really appreciate it, then you can do that by texting 88291 joe.wiley@bbc.co.uk.
The Shiny Happy Playlist on BBC Radio 2.